I'm hungry. Here's how you start off a broadcast.
There you go. Absolutely.
Well, I've been seeing all this people walking around with pizza and food and stuff.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't
I
it?
didn't quite have a full lunch. Anyway, there it is. The teddy bear toss finally came about with Sasha Pastujov there.
Took
with
a 5-on-3 to do it.
Well, right. His 18th goal of the season.
I
Holy,
know.
this guy is going places.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm just glad he's back in the line.
Well, there was concern there, right?
I was worried.
There was
sure.
there was a lot of chatter on Twitter actually about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, here we go again, losing another star player here with the Sarnia Sting, but he's sucked it up apparently, or whatever the case may be, and he's back there. So 2-1 right now, but wow, those two back-to-back goals that came from Barrie weren't pretty for us at all. Let's talk about the goalie, Shiziki in there. I think, he's doing a good job for us.
I agree.
I don't think that's all on him.
We're 32 to 24 shots on goal.
Yeah, right.
Which is, that's an interesting statistic. We've taken
the first
32 shots
9.
on goal, and exactly, and only got in 1. Whereas they've taken 24 and gotten 2. But I don't think that accurately tells the story about what's going on, because I can't tell you the number of times I wanted to yell. I was yelling at the Sting, shoot the puck.
Yeah, I heard
We're
that.
We're on a 5-3, and it's like
it's all over the place.
And it's
actually.
juggle, back pass. I'm like, oh my goodness!
I never
shoot
really
the puck.
I hadn't noticed the back pass until you mentioned it last time, and I saw a lot of. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, exactly. But anyway, we're going in the right direction.
We are. We're
That's
going in the right direction. That's
thing.
exciting. I meant to ask you last time. Did you have a prediction of who would get the teddy bear? I was leaning for Ethan Ritchie, quite honestly.
Well, you know what? I think, hindsight is 20/20, right?
Right.
But I think I would have had to probably have said Pastujov. He's 4 goals.
Well, he'd be an obvious
the other night.
choice, yeah.
He's an obvious one, a real goal scorer for us right now, and so I think he probably would have been my choice.
Yeah.
But that makes it look like I know what I'm talking about, and that's not necessarily the case.
Well, we've been fooling them for a few years.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know the number of teddy bears. Obviously, they're still counting.
It was a lot.
Boy, they've got, but I can give you an inclination. There's 4,228 fans here today at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. So,
and some people brought 3.
2 or 3, right? So if half of them, a third of them brought 2. I failed.
Yes, yeah.
We should hit the 5,000.
We should do that. Yeah.
And
the guy who's going to put us over the top though is still hanging on the mesh at the end, because the people trying to throw the teddy bears over the top of the mesh.
Right.
And invariably one gets the little hook that they, you buy it,
they'll be
hanging on, and it
4,999.
And there's the one. That's right. He's hanging in the mesh.
I had trouble throwing mine down. I brought those 3, and one landed in the penalty box of the Barrie Colts.
So it wasn't yours that hit me in the back of the head.
No.
Okay, sure.
No. Say it crossed my mind.
There was a lot of teddy bears.
There was a teddy bear that fell into the Barrie Colts penalty box.
Yeah.
2 of the players obviously still in there.
Yep.
And they kicked my teddy bear.
Uh-oh.
They really. It wasn't just like, here, let me help get that out there. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. People are funny.
That's awesome. You need a big on-the-air sign that says,
I know, a little flashy thing.
Warning.
That's all right. It's all right.
I know,
We're not TSN. But he didn't just kick it out here, let me get that out on the ice so they can pick it up. It was like a boot. It was like.
Well, I don't think that they were too happy about a couple of those penalties, but
probably not.
Frankly, the officiating I think got better in that period, at least in terms of there was some fairness, I think, that happened. They were calling the stuff that could have been really kind of risky maneuvers. There was some high sticking and some.
It was an aggressive. I mean, we saw helmets on the ice.
Sure we did. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, our players got knocked down a few times, and I think there were some missed calls there. But yeah. Well, here's okay. So let's talk hockey now.
Okay, let's talk hockey.
What does the Sarnia Sting got to do now to tighten things up out there? They need to. I think they need to come out of the gate, and the best scenario would be to get 2 goals right away, and just set the pace of the third period. Take control and go. We're taking this over here right now.
I would say, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's easy to sort of snap your fingers and say 2 more goals and we're in.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. But how do we get to those 2 goals? And I think here's the keys for me. One is we are not putting guys in front of that goaltender.
Nope.
And I think that's critical because we need to have them. Thornton is a quality goalie. Clearly, he's stopped an awful lot of, pretty
he's
pretty
doing well
big
for
shots. From pretty big shots.
It's been messy around those poles.
Yep, we need somebody in front of him putting up some screen and giving us a little more opportunity. I think we need to be taking more shots from those, higher percentage.
More shots.
Yeah, more shots and from the higher percentage spots.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. We had a couple of shots that came in from pretty much on the baseline. The probability of getting a shot from that is really low. So, let's take
step back
a few more. Yeah, absolutely. Get some people in front of the goal. But you're right. Keep the pace up. Don't let the throttle off. We got to take it. We got to respond appropriately to the aggression that we're getting. But, I always say finesse hockey will beat an aggressive team any time of day.
Yeah. Well, now Barry's got to be thinking their strategy coming out into the third period. Are we going to see more aggression because they've been poking the bear? And we've the first period, obviously, McDonald stepped in there to say, hey, you're not going to do that here, right? But with the style of officiating here right now, I'm not sure that's the right choice. I think it's just play hockey. They're going to try to get in their way. They're going to try to we saw some pretty hard elbows going on out there, some high sticking, a lot of high sticking.
Well, don't be surprised, Dave, if it sort of settles a little bit for the third period at this point, because clearly the referees are calling some things now, and frankly, I don't think that if Barry wants to keep on top of this, they're going to have to stay out of the box.
Yeah. Because
I think the Sting are going to be looking to capitalize on any opportunity where there's guys in the box.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I guess 2-1 right now. Not leaning towards your Sarnia Sting right now, but we are optimistic.
Let's be optimistic. I would say that. The
post-game press conference, either way, I think could be an interesting post-game press conference.
100%.
So we'll have that coverage here on the Show with David Burrows page. And, of course, then we go live on the Sarnia Sting Facebook page as well. Make sure you're following along there. So I don't know what else to say here at this point other than, I think these guys know. I think the coaches are saying, you guys know what you got to do here. I don't know how much conversation really happens in the locker room other than a straight to the point, here's what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Yep. Now go do it.
Yeah, quick briefing, and I think let's play some hockey.
Right on. Sounds good. Okay, well, let's see what happens. And thanks to all of you for watching, as always, and we'll see you at the post-game press conference. Live from the concourse here at the press, right here. I'm David Burrows, my friend Jake Peckham.
Go Sting, go!